Hello everybody. So this is a re-record of a video that I already put out, but because I didn't have a mic back then I had no commentary, so I figured I would kind of start it over. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play through Full Throttle Remastered. This is one of my all-time favorite games from back in the 90s. I played it I don't know how many times. So what I'm going to try to do is keep these videos to somewhere around 20 minutes. And we'll see if I can stick to that. I suspect that this one is going to be a little bit longer because of the little bit of intro I did there, but we'll see. And trouble. I'm gonna try not to repeat all the dialogue.
I know your plan, Ripburger. You're waiting for me to die so you can take over my company. That's horrible. I am not waiting for you to die. You know I've never liked you, Rip. But you have business know-how.
Most of this part or this episode will be probably the cinematic. For anybody who hasn't played Full Throttle before, it's got a nice story, and they tell it you know, with some nice cinematics, especially for the time. This was a great game.
Ah, your ears are fine. It's what's between them that scares me.
I remember thinking that was so cool when I first played the game. And this game has a great soundtrack.
Step on it. Let's find out who they are.
There's our main character, Mr. Ben. There. It wasn't till many years later, actually I think it was when I played the remaster for the first time, that I clued in that you know, Mark Hamill was actually in this. Doesn't matter how many times I've played this, and even like this part specifically, I still enjoy it. So the great thing about this game is when they did the remaster, they actually put it out on GOG, so it's out DRM free, and they have a Linux native version, so it was quite exciting when I heard they were gonna remaster it.
cash doesn't come our way soon, we're in big trouble.
Relax. I have a feeling something's coming our way.
Something big. Oh, you have no idea, Mr. Ben.
You better stay out here, Rip. This place is bikers only.
I always liked this guy. For an old man, he's such a... Yeah, he still has the spirit of a biker.
Maybe old man Corley got himself in trouble.
Yeah, maybe they took the old guy out back and looked him over with a
I always wondered what the screen in their car was doing. Like, it just seems like a useless display.
But Malcolm, isn't that illegal?
Not back then it wasn't.
So who do you ride with these days?
He rides with me. Although I'm sure he'd much rather be riding with your little club.
I told you to wait out in the limo, Rip Burger.
I thought you might like some help with your sales pitch, sir.
Sales pitch?
Yes. We've come here today to offer you and your men employment. Mr. Corley requires an escort to the annual Corley Motors shareholders meeting.
Does this look like an escort service to you?
You would be well compensated for your time, of course.
Not interested.
It's fairly obvious that you could use the money.
Listen, I said we're not for rent. The polecats are not goons for hire.
Not even if it were Malcolm Corley's dying wish.
Ooh.
Burger, that does it. I'm gonna...
Hold on there, Malcolm. If you don't mind, I'd like to step
Yeah,
outside.
that'll get him, right? That'll get him.
Excellent idea. And the doctor says he only has a few months to live.
That's bad news for all of us. He's not just a nice guy. He's also the last motorcycle maker in the country. What happens to Corley Motors if he dies?
Don't worry. I have a plan. And if you come to the shareholders meeting with us, you'll find out what it is.
No dice, Ripburger. The polecats are not thugs for rent. If you want to buy muscle, you should go find the Rottweilers.
The old man says it's the polecats or nothing.
Then I guess it'll have to be nothing.
And that's your last word?
That's it.
Well, I'd like to make you just one final offer. Bolus, take this coat and go with his motorcycle. I'll have to tie up this little 200-pound loose end. It'll need to look like an accident.
That stuffed shirt actually thinks I'll leave him in control of Corley Motors when I go. Boy, is he in for a surprise.
Hey, where's Bingo?
Your colleague has decided to accept our generous offer after all. As a matter of fact, he's gone on ahead to scout out the route.
He did? Well then, let's roll 'em, boys. Yahoo!
Now, I just want to say that they did a amazing job with this remaster. So the controls, I don't need to look over those. I'll probably play some of this in the old graphics, just to give anybody that didn't play the original appreciation for how good of a remake this is, or a remaster, sorry. Here we are. So when I first played this, I stayed out here for probably way longer than I needed to, just punching every piece of this dumpster. So I'm gonna try to do all the actions with the mouse so that you guys can see what I'm actually doing. And I'm also gonna kind of try to play it like if it was my first time playing it, which is just so you can see all the scenes. But I'm sure there's some stuff that I'll skip through just because I've played it so many times.
Some joker took my keys. I don't like that.
and I'll do it without even thinking.
Open up.
That's another thing I did probably more than I needed to, was knock on the door.
I fixed your door. It was sticky.
Look, I don't want no trouble. Just leave me out of this mess.
I like this exchange.
Looks like you're out of customers.
Yeah, your gang took off with those well-dressed gentlemen. So what'll it be, Mac?
Where'd everybody head off to?
What am I, the cruise director? Maybe they're up on the Lido deck.
Maybe they're up on the Lido
This
deck.
whole bum deal.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do about it?
At the first time I didn't clue in, but you know, after every interaction, it kicks you out of the speech options because of what you're supposed to do.
Maybe you just passed
Took
out.
me a
You
while
should learn
before
that.
I noticed that.
You want something?
I'm looking for my keys.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, enough is enough.
You know what might look better on your nose?
What?
The bar.
The bar.
So,
Now don't mess around with me.
All right. I got your keys, but I don't know nothing. They had guns. They told me to store you as long as possible.
Why?
I don't know. I overheard them say something about an ambush up the road.
What else?
Nothing. Look, man, here are your keys, all right? Oh, someone did say something about killing you and making it look like an accident.
They didn't do too good of a job.
oh,
there.
like that's a little detail that he could have forgotten about. There we go. Even in the old graphics, that scene was awesome.
When I'm on the road, I'm indestructible.
We're gonna come up to our first fight scene here in a minute.
But they try.
It is actually possible to lose this one, in case nobody knew that.
Hey, ain't you the A#1 polecat honcho?
Yeah, and you're in my way.
Well, get used to it, bud. When the Rockwheelers hit the road, we own it.
Look, I'm serious. Someone's ambushing the polecats.
Someone's ambushing the polecats? Oh, heavens!
What a
Whatever
jerk.
will we do?
What a jerk.
That does it.
They do run into this guy again later on too. And he's still just as much of a jerk. See ya. Oh no.
I'd like to make you just one final offer.
Something about killing you and making it look like an accident.
I have a plan.
They had guns.
Malcolm Corey's dying.
Something about an ambush up the road.
as I said, this part is gonna be mostly
Man, this is
build-up
awesome.
story.
My editor better print these in color. Now I have to get you some help, I suppose. Ah, quit moaning. I know someone around here who can fix anything.
What are you?
I'm a mechanic, and apparently a pretty good doctor as well. My name's Maureen.
My name's Ben. Why did you hit me over the head, Maureen?
You were in an accident. A reporter found you and brought you and your bike here.
My bike? What have you done with my bike?
Brought it back from the
How he's
dead.
more concerned about his
What I did
bike
with you.
than
Need a little help
anything.
to get finished, though.
Who are you?
Maureen, remember? If that's too hard, maybe you should just stick with Mo.
You have a last name?
I prefer not to use it. What about you?
Same deal.
Then it's Ben and Mo forever, I guess.
This an authorized Corley Service Center?
And you could call this a
Authorized.
Corley Service Center, but I don't have the official paperwork.
Ah, an illegitimate Corley operation.
I prefer to think of it as a renegade Corley operation.
Where'd you learn bikes?
I grew up working on them with my dad. One summer we did nothing but restore this old hardtail together. I mean, we scrubbed every bolt until it shined. But he took off one day and he never came back. So I switched to toasters.
You live in this town?
Well, Melonweed's not much of a town. What's left of it is sinking about a foot a year. People either learn to adjust or they leave, which is fine with me.
Not a people person?
I'm just better with toasters, that's all. You seem more concerned with me than your bike.
How's it look?
Looks better than it did, but you gotta help me out. The front forks are wasted, so you'll have to get some new ones. And someone stole my welding torch. Can you believe that?
Oh,
I can't
yes.
finish without one. And last but not least, I patched up your ruptured gas tank, but you're out of fuel and I don't have any.
Sounds simple, doesn't it?
Where am I supposed to find all this stuff?
You can hack it, tough guy.
Where am I
Let's
gonna
listen
find
to
new
these.
forks?
Well, they don't have to be new, just
Mhm.
not broken into little pieces. You could start by asking Todd in the trailer across the way. He runs the junkyard.
He's a real friendly chap.
How am I supposed to find your torch?
I don't know, set up a dragnet. Still can't believe someone would steal my torch. Who around here would do a thing like that?
Where's the gas?
Well, there's a whole tower full of it at the edge of town. I have this crazy, irrational intuition that tells me maybe it's worth checking out.
Actually,
Oh my.
I think I can handle it.
Good.
Well, I'll let you get back to work.
Let me know if you need any aspirin or anything.
Now this picture on the wall is gonna force me to look at later on, so
Oh, that's
I might as well do that now.
Took care of me after Dad split at this place he called the Mink Ranch.
And then
When
we'll
he
pick up
died,
the
he
gas
left me.
tank and the
Make fun of?
the
That place
fuel
was
hose
belly up
that
long before
is
he
hanging
died.
out on the
But
back
I still
wall.
go back there whenever I need to get away for a while.
So, gas tank, and then fuel hose. And then we'll head out.
Oh, good, you're not dead yet. I might still get a quote.
World's friendliest journalist.
I heard you saved my life.
Yeah, but don't worry. I wasn't trying to. I was just looking for some nice roadside disaster photos and you helped.
You want a picture of me bleeding?
It's not the blood. It's the way you were, all twisted up like a pretzel.
Listen, I've got to stop an ambush.
Ambush?
Really? Where? It doesn't really matter which ones you select here.
Somewhere between here and Corville. My crew is escorting some VIPs to the Corley Motors shareholders meeting. And there's an ambush.
Pretty
waiting
much
for them
says the
somewhere.
same thing. This is funny.
Yeah?
This is hard for me. I need...
Come on, man, spit it out.
Could you give me a ride in your car? I've got to stop this ambush.
You're right. We have to get to the ambush, all right. But I'm afraid I'm without wheels at the moment.
How did you get us here?
Liar!
Well, I better be going.
All right, drive safe now.
One thing I always do, shut the mailbox. Lying little witch.
Thanks for the lift. Now I got a quote for you.
Now I got a quote for you. Alright, so this is where it stopped part 1 when I first recorded it. I think I'll stop it here again just because it's as good a place as any to stop to pick off from next time. So next time we'll be looking for some forks, a welding torch, and some gas, so we can carry on with our adventure. So I will save that once again over that one, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to comment and subscribe if you want to see the rest of this series and any other videos I end up posting. Until next time, take care. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my playthrough of Full Throttle Remastered. So we're going to pick up right where we left off in part 1. This is part 2. I'll leave a link in the description to part 1 if you wanted to check that out first. This is another part that I had recorded before but without commentary, so we're going to play through it again. So where we left off was that our bike is kind of trashed, and so we need to get some forks and a gas tank, gasoline, and Mo needs her welding torch in order to finish the fix. So there is the junkyard and the shack and then the gas tower. There's a certain order that you have to at least get the first thing, and then after that first one it doesn't really matter. But so we gotta start off over here at his shack. I don't even remember his name. See if he's a friendly guy.
Who's out there? Hey! I'm trying to do my art in here, buddy. I don't got time to waste on bums like you.
I'm a friend of Mo's. I need...
Listen, I didn't take no welding torch. You hear me? I'm no crook. Get off my back already.
He is not very friendly.
This is important.
Not to me, you freaky looking hood. Now beat it.
Oh,
Let me in.
I like to listen to some of this dialogue.
Good one, punk.
He's funny.
Get away from my door, you bonehead punk. You stick around long enough and maybe they'll pick you up with a trash.
Ha.
I'm about to roll this tin can.
That's it. I'm calling the cops.
Good. I've been meaning to report a stolen welding torch.
I'll change your tune.
Hey, dirtbag. I ain't home.
Alright, enough of that. What do you think of this? Huh. There you go. Todd. His name is Todd. I always forget. So there's a couple things in here that they don't make super obvious. If you open up this cabinet, you find a lockpick, which will come in handy later. And if you open up this refrigerator, you'll find a steak, which will also come in handy later. And if we head downstairs, well, what do we have here? That's a welding torch.
That's my welding torch. How'd you get it?
Oh, it was just lying around.
A pair of forks, a little gas, and we're set.
Alright. Oh, so one thing that I did forget to mention, I hope that it's not making it so you can't hear me. I tweaked up the game audio a little bit because I found in the last video you couldn't really hear it. So now we do have to visit the gas tower first. You'll also see why that's important in a minute. So we now use our trusty lockpick. And this lock will also come in handy later. Now, when I said earlier it doesn't really matter which order you do these next two in, I'm gonna go get the forks first just because. We'll revisit the gas tower in a little bit. Some of these, the first time I played it, it took me a while to figure out what to do. So this is the junkyard. The door is obviously closed. And you can use this chain to open up the door. And for the longest time I thought somehow I would, you know, with some sort of combination keys or something, be able to jump over to the door and make it through. There's a way you can make them try to now. Like that. And I thought there was something else I could hit that would make me jump more or further or something. Anyways, after a while I figured out that if you pick up the lock that you picked off the gas tower, you can actually lock this door. And then you can climb up the chain.
Junk.
And here we are at the junkyard. So let's go check out this pile of parts over here.
Just the kind of forks I need, right on top.
Oh, isn't that convenient? Let's take them. Oh no! That scared the crap out of me the first time I played the game. So apologies if that scared you.
Needs dogs.
It's quite the dog, alright. So, if we explore around, so this is another thing that took me a while to figure out. I thought I could somehow arrange the cars in a certain order, or end up crushing them with the magnet or something. But what you can't stand there forever. I forgot about that.
Down. Bad dog.
That's okay. We'll go get it this time. We'll get our revenge. So, like I said, the piece of meat will come in handy.
Pooch. Bon appetit, bud.
There you go. Now we can climb up. and lift them off. So that's technically enough, but I always move it up that way just to give them a little extra. And now we can go get the forks. Oops.
Nice forks. Where'd you find them?
Right next to the knives and spoons.
Gotta gas her up and go.
Gas her up and go. This gas tower part I enjoy. I could say that about every part of the game, so I'm gonna stop saying that about every part of the game and just know that I enjoy every part of the game. Now this gas tower part, I actually back when this game first released, the original, I ended up emailing the company because I couldn't figure it out, and they actually got back to me and gave me the solution. So what I would do is I would do that, and then I would climb up, and again I was thinking it was a timing thing, I had to do it quick enough, or that there was just something else I was missing, but no matter what you do, this will happen. They'll come and they'll liar. Now to me that's quite a jump.
I get to see fire before you do that. Sorry, boss. I got excited.
I don't know how he would survive that. I could do that a couple more times. Heck, maybe we'll do it once more just to hear some more dialogue. There is differences. So I would do this. I'd get so mad because I just thought I should be able to climb up all the way and then use the gas tank and get the gas. You still have to catch me first. Alright. Let's do it for reals. So, what you have to do is you set off the alarm, and then you go hide behind these other reservoir. Just like that.
Somebody's just fooling with us. No, it's him. It's that guy you keep missing. Well, if you could hold this thing still while I'm shooting, I'm going down for a closer look.
Come on down.
I don't see
Convenient.
him. He must have run away.
Yeah, we would have seen him running from the air. He must be hiding up in the tower.
We got him treed.
Let's go up and get him.
Second mistake. First one was coming down. Okay, now we just get the gas from a different source. Hose. Gas tank. And the old Sacfaruni.
Hey, who's that down there in the yard?
Oh, you're too late.
Where?
Over there. Quick, you go around the other side and we'll have him cornered.
Where'd he go? Let's call it quits, huh, boss?
No, let's call on reinforcements.
Oh, good. You get this from the gas tower?
Not exactly.
Well, that's it. Wait outside for a minute and I'll finish her up. I'm working on a surprise.
I hate surprises.
All right, here she comes. Am I cool or what?
Oh, you're the best, Mom.
I should crash that thing every day. So what's the surprise?
Oh, just your average everyday pre-regulation destroyer class solid fuel recoil booster.
You're serious?
Yes.
But only the vultures.
I have my connections. Now, are you gonna try this thing out or not? Ooh, wish I had a camera.
I wish I had some way of paying you back.
Just beat it, will ya? You're scaring away my regular customers.
Bye, Mo.
Send me a postcard from the ambush.
Here we go. Oh no. What shall we do here?
All right, look lively. He's a sneaky one.
This time he ain't getting past us.
See him? Keep looking.
Keep looking. Oh, foolish police officers. So, how are we gonna distract them? Well, we're gonna bring them back to where they all started. It's that easy.
Hear that?
He's back at the gas tower.
He's got a lot of nerve, that piece of trash.
Let's get him.
All units follow me.
Doesn't matter how many of them you bring. Ain't gonna catch me. Although I don't know how they don't see me sitting right there just waiting to drive off. There we are. Back with the polecats.
Ben, how'd you get behind us?
Where are the suits?
Corley's making a pit stop. He has a bladder the size of a thimble, man.
Ripburger?
Haven't seen him in a while. Ben, man, what's the deal? Did you find something up the road? Are we headed for trouble?
No. We're in it.
Put my head in a basket, 'cause I'd had a tank full. When she blew my gasket, I surely was thankful.
Till I head for the skies up above. It's the woman with wheels that I love. That pops in my head randomly.
I gotcha.
Almost every other day.
Do something incriminating.
Maybe not quite, but
Ambush.
often enough.
Aha, the plot thickens.
Oh, Ripburger.
You shouldn't have laughed at me in those board meetings, Malcolm.
What a psycho.
Gotcha. Hey, look what I found in the bushes.
What is that?
It's a chokehold. Come here and I'll demonstrate.
It's got a camera.
I'll get her.
No, Nestor will take care of her. You have an important engagement with the rest of the Corley family.
Right. But don't forget to destroy that camera. Yeah.
Now then, Malcolm, how about one for the road?
Corley.
May you come a minute sooner.
I guess Rip Burger couldn't wait for natural causes. Just like him to hit a man when his fly's down.
Rip Burger did this to you?
Yeah, he knew I was dying, and he knew that my will would put him out of a job. He wants to take over Corley Motors, Ben. Sell it off to foreigners, lay off workers, start making minivans. You understand?
Minivans.
Minivans. Oh. You gotta hurt him for me, Ben. Promise me you'll hurt him bad.
I promise.
I want my daughter to take over the company.
You have a daughter?
Yeah, and she's a real mechanical genius, Ben. Rebuilt her first carburetor when she was 4. I used to call her the diaper dynamo.
I wonder who we could be talking about.
Ben. Find Maureen.
Ooh.
Maureen? Rip Burger's way ahead of me. I just hope Maureen can handle herself until I get there.
Then I understand. Bring a camera. Who does this guy work for? Corley Motors.
Nestor, what's that moving over there by that pile?
I don't know, Rick, but I think that pile is bullets.
Yes, now I remember. You're the smart one, aren't you?
There's Mo's shack, but I don't see the limo. Maybe I beat them. On second thought, maybe I didn't. Looks like someone searched this place in a hurry. Nothing left but debris, except for that smashed up camera. Back's open. No film inside. Mo said she didn't have a camera. Here's Mo's picture of her and her Uncle Pete at his mink ranch. She said she went there whenever she needed to get away for a while.
And this is why they force you to look at that picture. Yeah, when you're first in here. Before you leave with your bike, they force you to look at the picture. So, let's try to head that way, shall we? So much for that idea.
So much for returning to the scene of the crime. They'll be coming this way soon. I gotta get a plan. Fast.
Only other way I can go. Oh, and in case you were wondering, Mr. Todd is still quite knocked out in his little shack. So we'll go the only way we can go now. Back where it all started. So, I could go in and do some dialogue first, but we'll head to the back first just because we need something from back here.
Ben, no time to talk.
You know, it stank in there, but I can't remember a better sleep.
You gotta help me. Go find my editor in Corville. Tell him I took pictures of the Corley murder.
You got pictures?
Yeah, but some thug took my camera.
So you don't have any pictures?
Well, I tracked the guy to Melonweed, but I'm not going near the place. They kill me.
Smart girl.
Get my editor. He's gotta get me out of this. Take one of these fake IDs to get through the roadblocks.
Convenient.
My career is riding on those pictures. Help me, Ben. You're my only hope.
Oh, don't worry.
Sound familiar?
If Miranda's thug is the same one that trashed Moe's place, that could be Miranda's camera I saw there. But then, who's got the film?
Hey, killer. What? Hey, it's cool. Your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
Haven't you been watching the news?
Once again, our top story tonight, Malcolm Corley, owner of Corley Motors, was found dead at a rest stop just outside the town of Melonweed. Apparently, the benevolent patriarch and CEO was viciously beaten about the head and neck, savagely and without mercy. Police have arrested a notorious outlaw biker gang known as the Polecats.
No.
Oh.
With the exception of their leader, who is still at large. Roadblocks have been set up along Highway 9 in an effort to apprehend this dangerous and violent criminal.
We've been set up.
Roadblocks suck.
I shouldn't have left the gang there.
Hey, I don't want to hear anything about it. You ain't making me an accessory after the fact. Just lay low, man.
I don't need anything from you, Quahog. But this guy has a truck.
That's your truck out front. I need a ride.
I look like a cabbie to you? Get lost. They're not letting anyone through that roadblock anyway.
Not even truckers?
They turned me around and said police business only. Pigs.
Seem to have a lot of time on your hands. Not
I like
to mention nicks
bugging
and
this guy.
scratches. Am I distracting you? I can do that.
Not gonna happen.
I just killed a guy.
I'm just about to.
Look, I really need a ride.
Not gonna happen.
Why? Because you're afraid of some cops?
No, because I don't like you.
Good talking to you. Friendly folks you get in here.
Damn, it's not what you'd call an I'm okay, you're okay person.
Ah, shut your hole, Quahog.
Here.
What's that?
Fake federal investigator ID. Could be of some use at one of those roadblocks.
Just
Ever
like
hear
that.
of this place? Uncle Pete's Mink Ranch.
I remember there used to be some sort of weasel plantation or something up the road.
Down Highway 9 on the other side of them damn roadblocks. I used to pick up mink meat there real cheap and sell it to school lunch programs. That was a good scam.
So how about a ride? What if they search the back and find my bike?
It's buried in a pile of concentrated fertilizer powder. Trust me, no one's gonna dig through that crap. Now you're gonna ride in the engine compartment.
The engine compartment?
Hey, I smuggle stuff in there all the time, and most of it's worth more than you. So stuff your carcass in there quick, and we might hit that mink dump by morning.
Hope you're better with a stick shift than you are with a knife.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Smells like he's got a fuel leak. I love engine fires.
Sorry, sir. Only police vehicles beyond this point.
I wish the feds jumped.
I can't believe they bought his story. Like, just the way he talks to them.
Agricultural sting operation.
Like, really?
Fertilizer.
All right, move along.
Hope you rude get your man.
Just like that.
your truck?
Loose hose, nothing big. I already pulled your bike out. It's sitting right over there. Well, nice knowing you. Gotta hit the road, you know.
Just a bunch of friendly people in this town.
Uh-oh.
This is why I say that.
Fuel leak, and he took my fuel line to fix it. That trucker's gonna die for what he did.
Okay, not much to do here. Just look around a little bit.
Lots of bikes. Looks like a mink pelt. Junk. And a hose I can use on my bike. I don't think Mo would mind if I borrow them.
Right now, she might. So we'll stop after this this cinematic part, and we'll call it an episode for now.
She took my booster fuel. Why is she running from me? She must think the whole world's against her. I think I know how that feels. That does it. He's dead. That sign. That means I'm in cavefish territory.
The cavefish. What a weird bunch of people.
Cavefish.
Yeah. We'll see who laughs last there, Emmett. There you go. He did die.
This cargo is worthless. We have been tricked, my brothers. Back to the cave.
The place looks deserted. Maybe the boss was wrong and she ain't coming here.
She's coming. We just got here first. That means all we have to do is sit here and wait.
Alright, so we will call this another episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all in part 3. Hello everybody. So we're gonna continue on with our playthrough of Full Throttle Remastered. This is part 3. I'll leave a link in the description for part 2, which then will link to part 1 if you haven't watched the other parts. So where we were is that just a quick recap. Our bike got fixed. The owner of Corley Motors got murdered, and we are being framed for it. So everybody kind of hates us, including his daughter. And so now what we are aiming for, or our goal, is to make it to the shareholders meeting and try to clear our name. So let's get started. So we'll go get chased a little bit. This is where we came from, the mink farm.
Look at him run.
So the only way we'll get rid of those guys is one of two ways. One, we have to set up a trap for them, which we didn't do just because I wanted to show them chasing us. And
Watch it.
so they'll pretty much chase us till the end of the world. The only way we'll get rid of them now is by veering off onto the mining road, which we'll do up here. If I just missed the last chance, so now we're gonna turn around. And then I'll take it first. First chance. They won't chase us over here because of the cave fish. Look who we run into.
Father Torque. I haven't seen you since you retired from the polecats.
Hey, Ben. How's my gang doing?
That's a long story.
Quite the long story.
What are you doing out here?
Well, retirement's pretty boring, Ben. So I thought I'd come out to the old mine road and look for trouble.
You're picking fights?
That's what the old mine road's for, son.
Father Torque, I need your help.
See if he can help us.
Jail and the law.
Ben, I'm not the leader of the polecats anymore. You are. Can't you see I'm on permanent vacation?
Any fighting tips, Torque?
Ah, Ben, who's tougher than you?
What's up with those cave fish, man?
Watch out, Ben. They're not out here for sport. They hijack big rigs. It's part of their religion. Don't get in their way. They're blind, cold-hearted killers.
You're right. No one's tougher than me.
That's my boy.
You know any way around Cuyahoga Gorge?
Around it? It's miles and miles long, Ben. What's the matter? Don't like bridges?
It blew up.
Ooh, sorry I missed that. Well, you could jump it, like Ricky Myron. Cavefish got his ramp in their hideout, you know.
And there's our ultimate goal, to get to the other side.
Where is the cavefish hideout exactly?
Somewhere on this road. The entrance is totally invisible unless you got those weird cavefish specs.
Well, take it easy, Father.
Give him hell, polecat.
Alright, so we'll go back out here for a minute, because there is something else that we need in order to get everything from everybody we're gonna meet on the mine road. So we'll stop here again. First thing is to take some of this fertilizer.
Maybe I'll just take a little.
And then we're gonna knock that thing over.
Well, that's all of them. Can't be much holding that up now. What a mess.
Now if we make those two dum-dums, I forget their names, Bolus and short skinny guy. They chase us through that now. They won't be so lucky. Nestor. I just had to see his face.
Look at him run.
Boss, it was Nestor's fault.
Get in quick. I have a plan. We're going to lure the Corley women out of hiding with a bike.
Boss, she already has a bike.
Yes, but this one she worked on with her father. It's an emotional thing. Don't try to understand. Now hurry.
There. So, we'll just have a look at this. So we get an understanding of what we're trying to do here.
Ricky Myron's infamous gorge jump. Tightrope walkers, hang gliders, human cannonballs. Many have tried to cross the mighty Cuyahoga Gorge, and many have failed, except for Ricky Myron, the Flying Torch, who jumped the gorge on a stock Corley motorcycle. It was later uncovered that he had modified his Corley with a pre-regulation destroyer-class solid fuel recoil booster and an automotive hover lift. Myron said he would gladly replicate the jump to clear his name, but his special ramp was stolen by a mysterious truck hijacking motorcycle gang. Recoil booster and a hover lift, eh? Thanks for the tip, Rick. You're right, though. I'll need that ramp.
So there's the three things that we need. If only we just made a hover car crash. Oh look, how convenient. And we'll just throw that on there right now.
Looks okay for an aftermarket part.
Now, let's go back. See what kind of trouble we can get into. Whoops. No, Ben. Not gonna walk. Don't need that anymore. Gotta go hang out on the mine road. And let's see what we run into first.
I see you come for a lesson in pain.
I'll probably get knocked over a couple times with some of these guys. I like that. And this guy will run away.
Say there, is that a pre-regulation destroyer class solid fuel recoil booster you have there?
Why, yes it is.
Ta-ta! Alright, come on. There's a trick to most of these.
You like
girl.
choppers, huh? How about
Throw
this
some
chopper? Oh, my
fertilizer at her. And then we get a chainsaw. Then we can pretty much kill everybody.
Back again? Good. Fire bank!
Once you get the chainsaw, you're pretty much unstoppable.
Hey, it's my old friend.
Don't always get the chainsaw this early on either. It's fairly random who you run into, so. Oh, and this guy. There's a trick. I'm gonna mess it up a couple times. You gotta knock him out. I always forget, if you head over too soon, it throws some oil down. Ah, yes. There. Yeah, let's get the rest of it first. Okay, so you need this guy's weapon.
Now I'm mad.
That one. Now hopefully we'll get the guy. Nope, we'll get Father Torque. We'll just tell him, see you later, Father.
Father Torque.
Hey,
I got nothing else to say to you.
Well, Take it easy, Father.
Give him hell, polecat.
Oh, and I don't have the right weapon to get rid of this guy yet. Sure, you can't.
You drop anchor or something? You
Yeah.
really should get one
There's
of
only
these
one way to
booster
get him.
deals.
I could go for the cavefish hideout, but I want to get the booster first, then we'll go get the ramp. Why isn't it? Ta-da! I could skip these, but I like watching them fall off their bike. We're looking for... No, not that guy. So there's only one way to get this guy. You need the chain. And
You
they
drop
don't
anchor
have
or
that.
something? Suck nitro, snail bait.
At least he's funny.
Back again? Good.
Yeah, see you later.
Lesson's over. Time for the final exam. Land bike!
Here we go. This is the one we need. We need this one in order to grab her weapon.
Wow, are you really a polecat?
Yes, I am.
Well, I hate polecats.
Oh, I thought she had the chain. Oh, this guy has the chain right here.
Shouldn't hit a man wearing glasses.
There.
Aggressive little.
Now we just need to run into the guy with the booster again and we can knock him off his bike. There he is. With the chain.
What's wrong? Lip divers? Suckers, gotta run!
Oh, I guess I got the timing of that wrong. Let's skip Father Torque this time. Oops. I guess you can't skip on the...
Father Torque.
remake. That's weird. In the original, you could hit escape and skip these guys.
Take it easy, Father.
Give him hell, polecat.
Nah. Okay, we'll get the booster guy here again in a minute, I guess. There he is.
You drop anchor or something?
There. Now we'll go get the ramp.
A couple of good boosts left in it.
We just have to wait till it comes around. The cavefish entrance. So, important to note that the divider in the road lights up with the goggles. That's important for what's coming up. And the cave is in one of these exits, and you gotta catch it because it only blinks for a second or so. I always forget which one it is. It's this one. Nope. There it is. Looky what we have here. Oops. I'll be taking that, boys. Now, I could just go out, but if you don't do this part, then the cavefish will just chase you and bring the ramp back, and we'll have to do it again. So we pop out a bunch of these spikes that they use, and then they come chasing after us, and we'll see how dumb they truly are. They didn't know the road turned.
I'm done with these boys.
So we just got rid of the goggles, and then if we take the bike, we'll be able to jump the gorge. Like that.
Alright, I've modified my bike enough.
Now we should be home free. We still have quite a bit of adventuring to do before we call it quits. Here's where the shareholders meeting is going to be held. Let's do a couple things and we'll call it quits.
Souvenirs here. We got your hats. We got your pennants. We got it all right here. Official Corley Motors merchandise.
Those weapons were about a weight.
Drive your own derby car by remote control. Sure, sure. Take it for a spin. Just don't go out of range. Our bunnies come with batteries included. Lovable, lovable little bunnies.
Looks like it's getting weak.
Oh, great. You killed the battery.
That's okay. We'll get another
the
battery.
licensed bunny of the Corley Motors Smashatorium.
Follow your bunny.
We got your t-shirts here. All right. Let's see the cash, amigo.
I'll owe you.
No bucks, no yucks, compadre.
Can I distract you with something?
All sizes and colors.
Excuse me, but are those shirts, are they all cotton?
Well, let's just see here. "100% cotton."
Oh, that's too bad. I'm allergic to cotton.
Fill our handy beverage hats with your drink of choice.
Now we've got one creative way to get the battery out of this bunny.
There's the vultures' hideout on the other side of this field. I've heard a lot about the vultures. And I guess it's all true.
What will happen when we do this? And conveniently, there's our battery. So the plan at this point is to sacrifice those poor little bunnies to map out the path through that field. First, we need a whole bunch of those. So one won't do.
You big fella, come give our derby car a spin.
There's a whole box.
Souvenirs to remind you of your special Smashatorium adventure.
That should put some life into it.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Take it for a spin.
Now we'll get rid of this guy for a minute.
Buy your kids a bunny so they'll shut up on the long drive home. Okay, that's far enough, bud.
Nope. There you go.
Don't go in there. Now look what you did. The entrance is all the way through the factory. Hang on, little buddy. Daddy's coming.
Now it's just me and the bunnies.
Okay, and so we'll stop this part here, because I want to make this 4 parts, just because, really, and there's just about enough left that we'll finish it off in the next part. So, I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. Feel free to leave a comment or a like or subscribe to this channel if you're interested. And I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. Hello everybody. So, welcome back to part 4 of my playthrough of Full Throttle Remastered. This will be the last part. We're almost done. So, where we're at is at the Corley Motors headquarters, where there's going to be a shareholders meeting. Where they're going to announce the death of the owner, and we're still trying to clear our name. Everybody still kind of hates us and is blaming us for his death. So let's see what we can do about that. Oh no. Oops. I'll get it here. Going back to the vulture's hideout. We found out last time.
Been replanted. Tidy little vultures.
There is a minefield here, which means that we can't get across, but we got this box of bunnies.
Don't think so.
I'm gonna use the keyboard just to pick these guys up because it's easier. So what I like to do is walk up as far as he'll go, and you throw down a bunny. So we just keep putting down more bunnies until we can get to the very end. Oops. I walk in behind the bunnies, and they'll clear the trail for us. It takes 3 or 4 of them to get in, I think.
Set off.
If you step too far, obviously, he's like, no.
No.
I think it'll take 1 more.
No.
I understood why nobody comes out to see why so many are going off. But they're definitely all waiting there for me.
That's the guy I was telling you about, Susie.
You sure?
Yeah, that's the guy who killed my father.
All right, vultures, rack 'em up.
Imagine how unpleasant this must be.
Listen, Mo, you're making a big mistake.
Oh, Ben, you're right. We shouldn't do this quickly. We should draw this out, don't you think, Susie?
Hey, I got all night. You heard her, kids. Let's draw this out.
I just realized that at the very beginning I said I would play in the original graphics at some point, and haven't done that yet, so let's turn those on for this part, just so you can really see how good of a remaster they did. See that? They won't let you say much. They won't let you say much at all.
I said shut up about my dad.
It's only one thing that you can really say. This'll do. Now you gotta start threats.
Or else what?
There's only one of these that does anything.
I'll get blood all over your driveway.
That's good for the landscaping, actually.
Corley and
I said shut up about my dad.
Alright.
Let me go, or else
Or else what?
I'll call you names.
Like what?
So this goes back to what old Mr. Corley was saying as he was dying. If you recall, he said he called her Diaper Dynamo.
How? How'd you hear that name?
Now she'll listen to you.
He told me just before he died.
You bludgeoned my father and then talked about old times?
I didn't kill him. Ripburger did. A photographer took pictures, but her camera was stolen by the same thug that came after you.
I still have that roll.
Well, develop it, would you? While I still fit in my clothes?
You stay here.
Hey.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, don't sweat it.
I'm gonna get Ripburger even if I die trying.
No, we have to expose Ripburger at the shareholders meeting. That way, we take him down, we save my
Come
gang,
up with a great
and
plan.
your father gets his dying wish. You take over Corley Motors.
Ripburger canceled the shareholders meeting. He made a statement to the press that there'd be no meeting until the murderers were brought to justice.
Convenient.
So, no shareholders meeting until we're both dead?
That could be arranged.
Okay, so here we go. Faking Ben and Maureen's death. Act 1, Scene 1. Adrian Ripburger,
Like it's no big
in a
deal.
desperate attempt to lure our Maureen out of hiding, has developed the following lame-ass scheme. First prize at tonight's smash-up derby is a vintage hardtail that Mo restored with her dad. Rip hopes Mo will try to nab said bike on account of her sentimental attachment to it. So Ben and Mo play along, put on disguises, and enter the demolition derby, which ends tragically when their cars explode and both are presumed dead.
Question.
Please save your questions until the end. Now, the explosives in Mo's car can only be triggered by a head-on collision with Ben's car. This ejector seat projects Mo clear of the explosion, and she parachutes to safety.
Don't you think someone will notice her ejecting out of her car?
No.
Yeah.
They'll all be watching you running around on fire.
Yeah, that's another question I have.
Yeah, when did I agree to that?
You climb from it in flames and run around the stadium distracting the audience. In your cute little asbestos suit, of course.
Of course.
Some plan.
All right, then. Let's go blow you little darlings up.
All right, folks. Hang on to your chili dogs, cause it's time to start. The Corley Motors Smashatorium Amateur.
So this is a good scene to just really notice the difference in graphics, because we were sitting here for a bit earlier there. You know, the sign up there.
Mysterious looking hooded figure wouldn't give us his real name. He prefers to be known as the Unknown Avenger. And that's just fine with us, isn't it, folks?
Now I'm just embarrassed for them. Who do they
He's
think
smart.
they're fooling with those ludicrous disguises?
And
Know
next
that
to him is
that's
another
them.
newcomer. Please give a big Smashatorium salute to the Princess of Pile Up, Doreen
They could have come up with a better name, though.
Sickening.
And finally, we have a last-minute addition to the lineup tonight. A deadly looking team known as the Boom Boom Brothers.
The Boom Boom Brothers.
Trying to
Kinda.
get away now.
All right now, are you ready to see some reckless driving? Are you ready to see some unnecessarily violent destruction? Then let the demolition derby begin.
Where are you, Ben?
Hang on, Bo. Here I come.
Alright. The only part of the game where you really have to use the keyboard is this. Now, I think this could go on forever until you figure out what you're supposed to do. And you can't get them all because of the stupid Boom Boom Brothers. As you can see.
What are you doing? Get over here and nail me.
Watch
So.
out for the Boom Boom Brothers, Mo.
The trick to this is that you go up this.
That car stalled when I bounced off the roof. Looks like these babies have a glass jaw.
And then using that car to distract the other guy. Imagine being the driver in that brown car.
Ben, I can't avoid these other cars forever.
Yeah, I'm working on it and all.
Okay, Boom Boom Brothers. It's all over.
Kind of use that brown car to bounce off of
Are you taking a nap?
to stall these guys out.
Idiots.
Okay, Mo. Time for our big finale.
Do it!
Now that's an explosion, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Can't see any survivors. Wait, what's that? It's the unknown Avenger, and he's on fire.
Now, the goal here is to get enough of the stadium on fire so that they evacuate it. So you just kind of run around and start catching the place on fire.
Well, okay, you heard him, Avenger.
That. And then they evacuate it.
The stadium seems to be catching fire. Let's all remain calm and... Yeah, you're right. The derby's over. Run for your lives!
We get the bike.
Finally. Now, squish that firefly while he's hot.
Look at him run.
That poor brown car. That's another part that can last forever. You can try running off. What you gotta do is run in here and they chase you.
What happened? Did you get him?
We finally got him, Bolus. That means Ripburger has to make us vice presidents now, like he promised, and give us 10,000
yes.
shares of stock each. funny smell. What's that? The temperature light?
Bunch of
On
buffoons.
the bright side, I just made 20,000 shares of stock. Time to start the shareholders meeting.
Where's the hardtail?
All over the floor, Mr. Avenger.
What? What happened to your deep sentimental attachment to your father's vintage bike?
Ben, it's just a bike. I can put it back together in about a half an hour. That's assuming, of course, I can...
Half an hour to build an entire bike. So the key is the way in the back door.
How was your flight?
Well, there were some explosions during takeoff, and I landed in a minefield. But other than that, it was fine.
Fine.
What key are you talking about?
Key to my dad's safe. I remember he hid it somewhere on this bike.
Alright.
I looked everywhere
for
and
the
I
safe.
couldn't find anything that even looks like a key.
What's in the safe that's so important?
My dad's will. I'm counting on him to tell the truth about me, finally.
Why did he keep you a secret all these years?
He didn't want people to find out about my mom.
What's so bad about Mrs. Corley?
She wasn't my mom.
Huh. What are we in, anyway?
It's a C-330 Big Mouth industrial cargo jumbo transport we fixed up. We want to get it rolling so we can take it to biker rallies.
You're going to try to fly this thing?
Rolling, Ben.
Rolling.
This baby's flying days are over, just like mine.
I'm fine, by the way. Thanks for asking.
Great, now help me find that key.
But how are we going to get in the factory?
In the back of the factory, there's a secret entrance that leads straight into Dad's office. He used to sneak me in so I could help him with his bike designs.
When he got too old to do all the work himself?
Nah, this was back when I was 6.
How do I find the secret passage?
Well, it's tricky. You have to wait for all the utility meters to turn black. Then you kick the wall in just the right spot, and you're in.
How do I find the right spot to kick?
Dad just knew exactly where to kick it. But I remember that there was this big crack in the wall, and if I lined up that crack with my eye level and kicked the wall right in front of me, this weird portal would open up.
Weird portal.
I'll see what I can do.
Right.
Right. There. So let's have a look. I always forget. But I think it's this one. 1544.92.
Hmm.
1544.92. Whoops. Let's go see.
Here, take the photos. I don't want them. Show them to someone important if you get a chance.
So, in the back. So, I always had a hard time finding the spot. I think it's here. Or it's over here.
It seems shut. It seems shut.
It's right there. You heard the little noise it made. Now I just gotta wait for the meter. I always forget. I always think it's right there in front of the door, but it's on the other side. 1544.92.
There's some assorted card. And a tape.
A
I
tape.
sure hope that's Corley's will.
So I think that I'm gonna switch back to the remastered graphics so we can see Rip Burger's embarrassment in HD.
Looks like the meeting started.
Was not only an inspirational leader,
Let's
but
do
also
that.
a great personal friend. His loss
See that?
affects us all.
I was amazed when I played the remastered. Like, you can actually
Malcolm and I
see his
spoke
face.
often of the future. We talked of a day when Corley Motors would move beyond its humble beginnings into a new vehicular age. And
No,
although his
Rip
tragic
Burger, you
death
liar.
took him from us sooner than anyone expected, Malcolm Corley's dream remains. And I shall carry out that dream in his memory. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you the future of Corley Motors.
Why anybody would believe this?
Corley minivan.
A motorcycle manufacturer started making minivans.
Corley was right.
What kind of a...
Dreamed it would actually come to minivans, though.
Hey, who are you? How long have you been there? Oh, security! Help! Security! What took you so long? He ran down the hallway. Move it.
Ain't nobody there.
Mavis must be seeing things.
Alright, this next part is actually kind of fun. You get to mess around with them.
Cool.
Cool. So, what? You get to adjust the projector so that it messes them up so much. One lever adjusts the exposure, the speed, and the other adjusts the light. So it's just fun to mess with them.
What the hell is going on up there?
I'm on it. The motor speed got off is all. Hang on a minute.
Yes. As I was saying...
I hate this old equipment. My girdle needs less adjusting.
We'll mess with it a couple times just because. Oh, there we go.
Ay, ay, ay.
This isn't tolerable.
I'm on it. Just a lamp adjustment. Be fixed in no time.
Yes. Sorry about that.
So, I always play around with him because he's a bastard and I dislike him. But it serves no true purpose.
Not again. Not again.
Just readjusting the lamp and motor controls here.
And then we'll do the final one.
Sorry about that.
So, if we stop it from moving, turn the light on all the way, we get a much different result.
What you see before you right now is my vision for control.
Oh, perfect.
This is a disaster.
You're telling me we're gonna have It's the major downtime here. Why don't you tell a joke or something?
I don't know any jokes.
It's surprising.
You know, this reminds me of an amusing anecdote.
Don't worry, I'll take over soon, Ripburger.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
Now, this next slide shows our new, more aggressive corporate strategy.
How fitting.
Hello there. If you're hearing this, I must have croaked. Well,
The truth
people gotta
shall
move
set
on,
you
know,
free,
and make
Ripburger.
room for other people. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. I've made room for someone else to take my place at Corley Motors. And it ain't that embezzling crook Adrian Ripburger. Rip, you don't belong at the head of my company. You belong in jail.
How are you gonna get out of this one?
Talked me into far too many things, like keeping my daughter a secret. He was wrong. I was wrong. I should have stood by her. I hope, Maureen, that you forgive me, and that you take over Corley Motors and run it however you see fit. All right, that's enough. How do I turn this damn thing off?
I'm sorry you had to hear that tape.
Yeah, talk yourself out of it.
One of Malcolm's psychiatric sessions. Near the end, he suffered many paranoid delusions. He was haunted by powerful forces of his own creation.
And here's one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Maureen Corley, and do I have a heck of a story for you. By the time I'm done, you'll see why this man should be in jail. Hey! Where'd he hobble off to?
Uh-oh. There he goes.
Uh-oh. Hobble along.
And then he sent his goons after me.
Run, Ripburger. When it's time to find you, we'll just follow the shiny trail.
Yes, of course we'll have daycare facilities. Any other questions? Oh, speak of the devil. Come over here, Ben. That was great, Ben. We're finally where we were meant to be all along.
So, after
You
we
would
pick
think
up your
it's
bike,
over.
we'll go get my gang out of jail.
It sure looks
And
like
then
it
find out
doesn't.
why my gang never showed up to help us.
And then you go business suit shopping.
Don't remind me.
Don't complain. You're going to be rich.
At this point, I'd settle for just a little peace and quiet.
Not yet. Another one of the reasons why I don't like this Ripburger character.
She really shouldn't have. I was just about to talk about the inherent dangers of motorcycle operation.
Can't you make this damn thing go any faster?
Alright, so basically what we want to try to do is stop him so he gets loaded into the plane.
Don't think so.
Nope, not the fan. So what we have to do, and then we grab, it's easier to do with the keyboard, so we take the P. Hey.
I'm not putting my lips on that.
Nope.
I don't think so.
I'll get it here. Yeah.
You need more than a cane when I'm here with you, Rip Burger.
Stick the little cane in the thing. Good. Ooh. Pipes. And one of these is the fuel line that we're going to take off.
I don't see a nut anywhere. I don't see a nut anywhere on that. I don't see a nut anywhere on that.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Oops. Oh, come on.
I don't see a nut anywhere on that.
The one I wanted to go for is...
I don't see a nut anywhere on that.
No. Sorry, guys.
I don't see it.
No. Where is it? There.
No one sneaks up on me from behind.
I thought you said this thing couldn't
far.
move.
I said it couldn't fly. I never said it couldn't taxi.
Well, flying would be nice since we're headed for the gorge.
Rip Burger, you're going to kill all of us.
Shh, Ben, don't ruin the ending.
How do you stop this thing?
From the cockpit.
Careful, Ben.
So much for the controls. I could have used those.
So much. So, there's only one thing that you can do, and if you don't do it fairly quickly, you'll fall off the bridge. Like, this won't last forever. I just have to remember where it is.
Here goes nothing.
What the? Ben, what did you do?
Oof. He's in rough shape now.
Ben, are you alive?
I am, but I don't know about Rip Burger.
I don't know
I can
about
see
Rip
him.
Burger.
He's out cold. Climb back here quick.
You think? Let's try to do that.
Careful, Ben.
Yep.
I'm taking you and your friends with me, Ben.
All you're taking is the wrong kind of medication.
Okay, so the only thing we'll be able to do is go in here. Yes. Okay. So, he's hanging off the guns. I like to do a couple things just because the dialogue's there.
I think you just killed a seagull.
So really what you do is you just drop them off.
Well, that answers that.
That answers that. This is another thing that took me a while to figure out.
Wait, come back! We need your weight in the plane!
We're almost done. In the old graphics, as you'll see here, you can't see the bike. So it took me a while to figure out that you could go that way. In the new graphics, you see the bike right there. And that is a part again that you don't have unlimited time. The plane will blow up even if you're on it. And that's pretty much it. The rest of it is just cinematic.
By his own rules.
I call it cinematic, but it's just story or whatever.
A mystery to most of us. And yet, an inspiration to us all.
All these people, the girl and the guy that you were fighting,
he gave us
you
power.
know, all come together to respect the man that built
us
all their
wheels.
bikes.
Thank you,
And then
Malcolm Corley,
Father Torque.
giving us a dream that will never die.
So,
So,
maybe we could do lunch sometime next week.
yeah, sure. Lunch sounds great.
I'd have always liked to
Things
see
aren't gonna change, are they, Ben?
a story a bit after the end of this game. You know, see what happens to Mo and Ben and all the rest of them.
Look, Mo, you're in a different league now. You shouldn't be hanging out with the likes of me anymore.
But Ben, just a second. Hello? What? No, that's crazy. Is he nuts? Look, move the meeting up to 5 and tell the plant foreman that I'm coming over personally to inspect those parts. I know, that's what I told him.
Things are different.
Excuse me, what was that last part? No, that alloy was flawed to begin with. Uh-huh, yeah, good, great.
Well, that's it. And the credits are gonna roll. I'm gonna let them roll in this video. I probably won't talk very much just because. But there's a part at the end of the credits that I wanna show off in this video. I suppose I could stop recording and pick up again. But I'll leave it going. It's a nice soundtrack anyway. I remember when the game came out, me and a buddy, I think he actually ended up doing it, extracted the soundtrack from it. I've since lost it. I'd like to somehow get it back. So I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. I know it's an old game, probably not a super popular game either, but it's one that I always enjoyed playing, so I figured I would share it with you guys. Again, you can pick it up from GOG, DRM free, so that's always a great thing. It's also on Steam. It's also on PS4, and so you can get it wherever. You could also, if you really wanted to and had the original, there's a Scum VM, which is the engine that this was created with back in the 90s. There's a Scum VM port for Android, and so you could technically play it on your phone. I've done it before, actually, because I have the original, I have the CD somewhere. You copy a bunch of files off of it, throw them on your phone, and with the Scum VM emulator, you can play it. I don't even know if I'd call it an emulator, because I think they just ported the Scum VM engine to the Android phone. So it just runs natively. So many people that worked on this game, and when you really look at it, it's really not that big of a game in terms of actual gameplay. Like, this is part 4. The other 3 parts were about 20 minutes apiece. So it's a couple hours of gameplay, right? I had to count it up in my head. Math is not my strong suit. I think what I'll probably do, maybe, is combine all 4 parts together and put that out as well as one video for anybody that wants to watch the whole thing. But I'll also leave the parts up for anybody that wants to pick and choose where to watch from. LucasArts. Yeah, that's a good soundtrack. I'm just sitting here grooving to the music. Hopefully, I think if I was to post this on YouTube, I'd probably get some sort of copyright claims or something. I don't know that Double Fine would do it, but they don't own that soundtrack anyways, so I'm sure whoever does would. Not that I monetize the video anyways, but here, this is the song that always, when I think of Full Throttle, I think of this song. Probably because it's the opening title song. So, while this is going, I've been trying to think of what else I'm gonna play on this channel. I really am enjoying this process. Not that I do too much. I sit here and I play the game and I talk, and I don't do any kind of editing or any of that fancy stuff afterwards. But I'm enjoying the playing and the commentary that I do, so if you guys do too, then I'll keep doing it. But yeah, I don't know what I'll play next. There's a few games I've thought about. I've thought about Brutal Legend, which is another great game by Double Fine, which I've never beaten. And then there's I recently picked up Postal 4, that's also on Steam. It's early access. So maybe I'll play some of that. I haven't played it yet, I just picked it up the other day. And then there's Postal 2, if we're talking about Postal. I played lots of Postal 2 back in the day. Mainly with the cheats on, just because it was so much more fun to just be invincible and go around and shoot people and just all the crazy mayhem that you can do in that game. And then I'd like to find some good indie games and play those as well from itch or something. There is a game that I picked up from there, Neofeud. It's a cyberpunk type game, but it has issues. For some reason the audio is always messed up if I try to play the Linux native version. And then I also picked it up on Steam, which plays through Proton, but it plays like incredibly laggy. Like it feels like I'm playing it on a very old computer trying to play a game that it can't run. But so I don't know what I'll do with that one. But that was the first one that I was going to consider playing next, but when I couldn't get it working, I got quite disappointed. But we'll see. We'll see what I decide to put out next. "40 specially trained llamas." Do you think whoever's mom and dad actually seen this? No, I think we're almost done. I forgot about the cats.
The population is greatly decreased, and now the odds are greatly increased that I may someday get a chance to kiss your lips. I thank the Lord each day for the apocalypse.
The end. So, this is the part I was waiting for, or that I wanted to include in this video, so here it comes. Bunnies! Here they come. First time I seen this, I remember laughing so hard I couldn't believe that they stuck this in there. And that's it. Alright, well, I guess that's it for this video. So, watch out for the next one. I'm not sure what game I'll be playing yet. I'll possibly try to get some feedback on Mastodon or somewheres in the Fediverse just to see what people would like to see, maybe. But it's also going to come down to what I want to play, because at the end of the day, I still have to enjoy it. So anyways, and before I ramble off forever, I guess I'll end this video. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.